Well, stakeholders are not pleased with the relationship between the THA and the central government. At a recent town hall meeting dealing with inter-island transportation issues, they called on Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to mend his relationship with the Prime Minister if progress is to be made in developing Tobago. More in this report.
Public spats between Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and Chief Secretary Farley Augustine were met with disapproval from stakeholders such as former Assemblyman Gerald McFarlane.
Understand that we have to work together as leaders of two islands, and particularly a leader of this country. We have to show greater example and be the benefit and leave a legacy that whatever we do today will be remembered by those who coming in the future.
Augustine admitted their relationship is not the best it can be at this point.
Work that out as yet. We haven't quite had a formal conversation since the last one we had concerning the Chief Administrator. I believe that there was an exchange of WhatsApp message in the space, but that's it.
Despite the poor state, the Chief Secretary recognized there was a need to move past the political disagreements in favor of progress for Tobago.
But we have to be able to know when we have the political wrangling, but when it comes to matters of state, we set that aside, do what we need to do, and we could go back to our political bantering afterwards.
However, Augustine acknowledged there is a presence of a cordial relationship between himself, secretaries, divisions, ministers and ministries. He pledged to sustain these relationships, but highlighted that politeness does not always translate into action.
And despite the cordiality, the friendliness, the nice photos, the handshakes and the agreement, I feel as though they come to the room, we cordial, we agree, and then when you leave, they just don't do anything about it and just leave it. And then when I met noise and accost, then of course, Farley behaving unruly.
At this juncture, businessman Jason Arthur advised the Chief Secretary that transparency about their struggles and challenges is crucial. Otherwise, the public will continue to misunderstand the actual issues.
And then all we see is the tension. We don't have the backstory to understand what went on. And so you lose politically when all people see is that part.
He advised Augustine to improve his public relations. Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.